Hey guys, another episode of Fix It with Matt. Back on the pressure washer, the Subaru EA190V. Took off the top here, put it aside for the video. What I'm doing today is I'm swapping one of these pumps on it. If for whatever reason you decide that you don't want to tinker with the pump because it's not building pressure or it's leaking, you don't feel like fixing it. I made a video on changing one of these outlet manifolds. If you don't feel like doing that, you just want to pick up a replacement on Amazon for 75, 80 bucks. All it is basically 3 bolts that hold this to the engine, and you have your cart, and that's pretty much it. These are the bolts I'm talking about. Let me show you guys how they mount. It's pretty self-explanatory. They feed right here through the pump. They go up here, and then they're basically just held on top by one of these nuts. This is a size 13. The head on the bolt is a size 12. And that's all there is to it. I dislodged this just for the sake of the video, and I'll show you guys what the process is to take one of these out. So I basically just put one of my older batteries under it to hold it in place. So I'll pop that out, and then we'll take out the pump. It's held on here onto the shaft. There's a key. You gotta be careful with the key. There's the key that I'm talking about. And I'll show you where it fits in to the pump. There's a little slot in the pump here. That slot right there. If you could see that. The key fits in there. And that's pretty much it. Take off your old one. And then we put on the new one. There's 3 arms on it. And there's 3 holes down here. You want to spin this guy so that the keyway lines up. You can spin it by hand. It'll move relatively easily. And we want to make sure it lines up with the keyway. That way it'll slide in here easily. Like that. Alright. And then what I'll do is I'll prop you guys up here. Hopefully you can see while I try to put these studs back in. And that's pretty much all there is to that fiasco. And we'll go ahead and put one stud in through the holes here. Might have to wiggle the motor around a little bit to get this to sit. I'll put this nut up top here, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. There's the nut up top that I just caught, and the bolt down below. I'll move on to the second one. Once you have one in, it's pretty easy. You feed it through the top here, like so. It'll pop out right there. And once again, I'll put you guys down for a second. Hang tight while I put in this top nut. Alrighty, that's caught right there. You can see it. Then we have one last one right there in the back. Feed that through here like that. I'm gonna go ahead and catch it. Hang tight 1 second. Sorry to put you guys in the dark for a sec. Just gonna catch this. All right, and that's pretty much that. We got the third one in right there. And now we just got to snug these up. So we got the 13 up top. I usually just catch it here like that with a regular wrench. And then I use my ratcheting guy on the bottom here. Make sure these are nice and tight because these spin very fast, these motors. They're high compression little motors and they will wobble. So you want to make sure this is on here as tight as possible. You can see that's catching the top here. I don't know how well you can see that because it's not zooming very well, but you get my point. That was almost there. That's on there. Good. Go to bolt number 2, which is right here. Just gonna catch that. And then from the bottom we'll go ahead and attach it. So I'm trying to hold and do this at the same time, and I lost my top wrench. Not a big deal. Back on. Put you guys down for a second. Sorry to leave you in the dark. There we go.